Using manual feed machine. Grasp the cable with both gloved hands and pull a short section, about 6 to 12 inches of cable, from the drum so that there is a slight bow in the cable. You must keep your gloved hands on the cable to control and support the cable. Warning: improper cable support can allow the cable to kink or twist and can damage the cable or injure the operator. Starting the cable in the drain. Confirm at least 1 foot of cable is in the drain. Press the foot switch to start the machine. Feed the rotating cable into the drain. The rotating cable will slowly work its way into the drain as you push on the cable with gloved hands. The person controlling the cable must also control the foot switch. Do not operate the drain cleaner with one person controlling the cable while another person controls the foot switch. This can lead to kinking, twisting, and breaking of the cable. If it is hard to get the cable through a trap, the following methods or combination of methods can be used. First, sharp downward thrusts on the cable, both with and without the cable turning, can help to get the tool to pass through the trap. A second method is to run the drain cleaner in reverse for several seconds while pushing on the cable. Only do this long enough to get the cable started through the trap. Running the drain cleaner in reverse can damage the cable. A third method is to attach a single section of C9 cable between the end of the cable and the tool. Finally, if none of these options work, consider using a smaller diameter or more flexible cable, or a different drain cleaner. Cleaning the drain. With the cable rotating in the forward direction, pull short sections, about 6 to 12 inches of cable, out of the drum and feed it into the drain. Always keep both hands on the cable. As you feed the cable into the drain, you may feel and see the cable slow down and feel the cable start to wind or load up. This will feel like the cable is starting to twist or squirm. Wind-up may be caused by a transition in the drain line, such as a trap or elbow, a buildup in the drain, such as mud or grease, or the actual blockage. Feed the cable slowly and carefully. Do not let cable build up outside the drain. This can cause the cable to twist, kink, or break. Pay attention to the amount of cable that has been fed into the drain. Feeding cable into a larger sewer main, septic tank, or similar transition may cause the cable to kink or knot and prevent removal from the drain. Minimize the amount of cable fed into the transition to prevent problems. Working the blockage. If the tool at the end of the cable stops turning, it is no longer cleaning the drain. If the tool becomes lodged in the blockage and power is maintained to the drain cleaner, the cable will start to wind up and feel like it is starting to twist or squirm. Having both hands on the cable allows you to feel this wind up and control the cable. If you feel the cable wind up, or if the tool stops turning, pull back on the cable to free the tool from the blockage. Do not keep the cable rotating if the tool is stuck in a blockage. If the tool stops turning and the drum keeps rotating, the cable can twist, kink, or break. Once the tool is free of the blockage and is turning again, you can slowly feed the rotating cutting tool back into the blockage. Do not try to force the tool through the blockage. Let the spinning tool dwell in the blockage to help completely break it up. Work the tool in this manner until it has moved completely past the blockage or blockages and the drain is flowing freely. While working the blockage, the tool and cable may become clogged with debris and cuttings from the blockage. This can prevent further progress. The cable and tool need to be retrieved from the drain and the debris must be removed. Retrieving the cable. Once the drain is open, start a flow of water down the drain to flush the debris out of the line. Run a hose down the drain opening. Turn on a faucet in the system, or use another available method. Pay attention to the water level because the drain could plug again. With water flowing through the drain, retrieve the cable from the line. The forward-off reverse switch should be in the forward position. Do not retrieve the cable with the forward-off reverse switch in the reverse position. This can damage the cable. As with feeding the cable into the drain, keep both hands on the cable for control. The tool can become caught while being retrieved. Pull about 6 to 12 inches of cable from the drain at a time and feed the cable back into the drum. The flow of water down the line will help to clean the cable as it is retrieved. Continue retrieving the cable this way until the tool is just inside the drain opening. Release your foot from the foot switch, allowing the drum to come to a complete stop. Warning: do not pull the end of the cable from the drain while the cable is rotating. The cable can whip around and can cause serious injury. Place the forward off reverse switch in the off position and with dry hands unplug the machine. Pull the remaining cable from the drain by hand and feed it into the drain cleaner drum. If needed, change the tool and continue cleaning following the above process. Several passes through a line are recommended for complete cleaning. Handling a stuck tool. If the tool stops turning and the cable cannot be pulled back from the blockage, release the foot switch while firmly holding the cable with both hands. Do not remove your hands from the cable, or the cable may kink, twist, or break. The motor will stop and the cable and drum will turn backwards until the energy stored in the cable is relieved. Do not remove hands from cable until the tension is released. Place the forward off reverse switch in the off position. The torque limiter helps to prevent cable damage from cable flip over in the drum by stopping drum and cable rotation when the torque exceeds a certain value. The motor will continue to rotate as long as the foot switch is pressed, but the drum and cable will stop rotating when the torque limiter setting is exceeded. The torque limiter cannot prevent all cable damage in the drum and cannot prevent cable flip over outside the drum. If the drum stops turning, the cable and tool also stop turning. Freeing a stuck tool. If the tool is stuck in the blockage, with the forward off reverse switch in the off position and the foot switch released, try pulling the cable loose from the blockage. If the tool will not come free from the blockage, place the forward off reverse switch in the reverse position. Grasp the cable with both gloved hands, press the foot switch for several seconds, and pull on the cable until it is free of the blockage. Do not operate the machine in the reverse position any longer than required to free the cutting tool from the blockage, or cable damage can occur. Place the forward off reverse switch in the forward position and continue cleaning the drain.